races, and we have to start with the American League West because just like everyone expected, AJ, the Rangers were dusted a couple weeks ago by the Astros, and now they are very much in control of the division because you guessed it, schedule makers. Houston went 2-7 over the last couple weeks against the Royals and the Astros. Are you kidding me?
I don't get it. I don't understand what the deal is. Like, I mean, we always bring up, it's like, oh, the pitching, the hitting, this, and you always go, big schedule guy. The Royals are 9-1 in their last 10 games. Like 9-1, and they've beaten the Astros 6 times.
What would you do if you're in Houston, right? Well, you've been in Houston, okay? And you know some of those guys. What is going on? Like, are they actually freaking out, or are they like, you know what, we've been a winner for so long, it's all good, we ran into a hot team? Or are they sitting there going, what the fuck just happened?
That is probably closer to the vernacular they're using.
Okay.
Like, it has to be, because you can't sit here and go, and maybe, so basically, to me, because I know those guys, because you've seen these guys in the playoffs, in the World Series, winning 2 World Series since 2017, they're not panicking. So the two choices are they panicking or are they a little complacent? And to me, it would probably be that they're a little bit complacent. I'm not saying that they're not trying hard. I'm saying that they go in and it's the Royals. And so this is where like the little stuff matters. Like, yes, you're playing the Royals, but that counts the exact same as the games that you played against the Red Sox earlier.
Did you do this?
Yes.
When you were on a team that was really good, they'd go, oh, we got the Royals for 3. We're good.
It was said. It was definitely said.
Okay.
And the best teams, the teams that came in and took care of business, i.e. Phillies against the Mets this weekend, those teams made sure that was cut off at the head from everywhere, from scouting, because you only play these guys 6 times during a year. You don't see them all the time. It's the Royals. We'll take care of them. You know, we'll see what happens. I can't believe a team that has this much success would do that. But I'm just saying what I've heard when I've been in those situations.
Okay. AJ, disaster.
Well, comes down to leadership for me. You got to have someone that stands up and says, this ain't happening. You got to jump them early, too. They never did that. They fell behind in every one of those games and never came back. They had Framber pitching. He didn't pitch very well against the Royals. You know, they had their guys. Now, they lined it up a little bit differently for this series they have coming up with the Mariners now, with Verlander starting game 1. But, man, I mean, you cannot lose 6 games to the Royals. Now, the difference is, like, when you're talking about the Mets versus the Phillies, the difference is the Mets, they got a bunch of veteran dudes that are just like, all right, we're playing this out. The Royals got a bunch of young guys that are hungry, and they got to prove that we need to stay in the big league. So we're like, man, we're playing the defending world champs. Oh, we're up for this game. The Mets, listen, you know, Alonso, Lindor, those guys, the veteran guys on the Mets, they're just riding it out. They're like, all right, we got 7 more games. Let's just get through these, try not to get hurt. But those Royals and those young teams, that's where you get into trouble is you play these young teams that you don't really know. They want to beat the Astros because that's a notch in their cap for next year.
Yeah, no doubt. I completely agree. But I also think, like, you can be complacent in the division and still beat teams. So the Phillies-Mets example wasn't great for me because they have all their, you know, if you're a little complacent, you have your scouting reports. You faced McGill. You faced their bullpen pieces. But when you're going against the Royals, did they have who hit 2 homers yesterday? Was it Velasquez or something? Nelson Velasquez? Like, did they know that he could put a ball off the upper deck oppo? I don't know. But whatever it is, they got to figure. Whatever it is, they have to figure it out.
I can't imagine though that the Astros went into this series and didn't do their work. I mean, this is a team of guys that are ultra professional. I mean, Bregman, Altuve, Abreu, Maldonado, that's what he's famous for, is his work. I can't imagine Dusty Baker. Listen, they just ran into a team that's hot at the wrong time. And the old saying is not who you play, it's when you play them. That's what happens. I mean, look at the Mariners. The Mariners went to Texas and got whooped for 3 games, right, by the Rangers. Nobody saw that coming. Everyone's like, the Rangers, they don't have any pitching, blah, blah, blah. They went out and beat the crap out of the Mariners for 3 games. Now they basically have a lock on this division but they get the Angels for 3 games, right? Oh, and they finish with the Mariners for 4. They might have the Mariners out by then. If Houston goes and takes care of the Mariners, the Mariners could be done before that series even matters. The Rangers might just have to win 1 game to get in and win the division. So it's just crazy. And I don't want to ever say that a team is complacent or didn't put the work in, because I find it hard to believe with a team like the Astros, they wouldn't do it.